José Antonio Domínguez Bandera, known professionally as Antonio Banderas, is a Spanish actor and director. Known for his work in films of several genres, he has received various accolades, including a Cannes Film Festival Award and a European Film Award, in addition to nominations for an Academy Award, a Tony Award, 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, and 5 Golden Globe Awards. Banderas made his film debut in Pedro Almodóvar's screwball comedy Labyrinth of Passion, 1982. They've since collaborated on many films including Matador, 1986, Law of Desire, 1987, Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown, 1988, Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down, 1989, and The Skin I Live In. For Almodóvar's 2019 film Pain and Glory, Banderas earned various accolades in the Best Actor category including the Cannes Film Festival Award, Goya Award, and nominations from the Academy Awards and Golden Globe Awards. Banderas is also known for films such as Philadelphia, 1993, Interview with a Vampire, 1994, Desperado, 1995, Assassins, 1995, Evita, 1996, and The Mask of Zorro, 1998. He also appeared in the first 3 films of the Spy Kids series and provided the voice of Puss in Boots in the Shrek franchise starting with Shrek 2 and most recently Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. In 2003, Banderas made his U.S. theater debut as Guido Contini in 9, for which he was nominated for a Tony Award and won a Drama Desk Award. He received Primetime Emmy Award nominations for his roles in the television film and starring Pancho Villa as himself and the second season of Genius. His portrayal of Pablo Picasso in the latter garnered him critical praise. José Antonio Domínguez Bandera was born on August 10, 1960 in Malaga, to Civil Guard gendarme officer José Domínguez Prieto and schoolteacher Ana Bandera Gallego. He has a younger brother named Francisco. As a little boy, Banderas wanted to become a professional football player until a broken foot sidelined his dreams at the age of 15. He showed a strong interest in the performing arts and formed part of the ARA theater school run by Ángeles Rubio Arguelles y Alessandri, wife of diplomat and filmmaker Edgar Neville, and the College of Dramatic Art, both in Malaga. His work in the theater and his performances on the streets eventually landed him a spot with the Spanish National Theater. Banderas began his acting studies at the School of Dramatic Art in Malaga, and made his acting debut at a small theater in Malaga. He began working in small shops during Spain's post-dictatorial cultural movement known as the La Movida Madrileña. While performing with the theater, Banderas caught the attention of Spanish director Pedro Almodóvar, who gave the young actor his film debut in Labyrinth of Passion. 5 years later, he went on to appear in the director's Law of Desire, 1987, making headlines with his performance as a gay man, which required him to engage in his first male-to-male on-screen kiss. After Banderas appeared in Almodóvar's 1986 Matador, the director cast him in his internationally acclaimed 1988 film, Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown. The recognition Banderas gained for his role increased, years later, when he starred in Almodóvar's controversial Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down, 1989, as a mental patient who kidnaps a porn star and keeps her tied up until she returns his love. His breakthrough role in Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down helped spur him on to Hollywood. Almodóvar is credited for helping launch Banderas' international career as he became a regular feature in his films throughout the 1980s. In 1991, Madonna introduced Banderas to Hollywood. He was an object of her desires in her pseudo-documentary film of one of her concert tours, Madonna, Truth or Dare. The following year, still speaking minimal English, he began acting in U.S. films. Despite having to learn all his lines phonetically, Banderas still managed to turn in a critically praised performance as a struggling musician in his first American drama film, The Mambo Kings. Banderas then broke through to mainstream American audiences in the Jonathan Demme film Philadelphia, 1993, as the lifelong partner of lawyer Andrew Beckett, Tom Hanks, who has AIDS. The film's success earned Banderas wide recognition, and the following year, he was given a role in Neil Jordan's high-profile adaptation of Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire, 1994, sharing the screen with Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, and Kirsten Dunst. He appeared in several major Hollywood releases in 1995, including a starring role in the Robert Rodriguez-directed film Desperado and the antagonist on the action film Assassins, co-starred with Sylvester Stallone. In 1996, he starred alongside Madonna in Evita, an adaptation of the musical by Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice in which he played the narrator, Che, a role played by David Essex in the original 1978 West End production. He also had success with his role as the masked swordsman Zorro in the 1998 film The Mask of Zorro starring Anthony Hopkins and Catherine Zeta-Jones. In 1999, he starred in The 13th Warrior, a movie about a Muslim caught up in a war between the Northmen and human-eating beasts. In 2001, Banderas collaborated with Robert Rodriguez, who cast him in the first 3 movies of the Spy Kids franchise. He also starred in Michael Christopher's original Sin alongside Angelina Jolie the same year. In 2002, he starred in Brian De Palma's Femme Fatale opposite Rebecca Romaine and in Julie Taymor's Frida with Salma Hayek. In 2003, he starred in the last installment of the trilogy Once Upon a Time in Mexico, in which he appeared with Johnny Depp and Hayek. Banderas' debut as a director was the poorly received Crazy in Alabama, 1999, starring his then-wife Melanie Griffith. In 2003, Banderas returned to the musical genre, appearing to great acclaim in the Broadway revival of Maury Yeston's musical 9, based on the film 8½, playing the prime role originated by Raul Julia. Banderas won both the Outer Critics Circle and Drama Desk Awards, and was nominated for the Tony Award for Best Actor in a Musical. His performance is preserved on the Broadway cast recording released by PS Classics. Later that year, he received the Rita Moreno Ola Award for Excellence from the Hispanic Organization of Latin Actors. Banderas' voice role as Puss in Boots in Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, and the last film in the Shrek franchise, Shrek Forever After, helped make the character popular on the family film circuit. In 2005, he reprised his role as Zorro in The Legend of Zorro, though this was not as successful as The Mask of Zorro. In 2006, he starred in Take the Lead, a high-set movie in which he played a ballroom dancing teacher. That year, he directed his second film, El Camino de los Ingleses, based on the novel by Antonio Soler, and also received the LA Latino International Film Festival's Gabby Lifetime Achievement Award on 14 October. Banderas received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2005, the 2,294th person to do so. His star is located on the north side of the 6,800 block of Hollywood Boulevard. In 2011, the horror thriller The Skin I Live In marked the return of Banderas to Pedro Almodóvar, the Spanish director who launched his international career. The two had not worked together since 1990. Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down. In The Skin I Live In, he breaks out of the Latin lover mold from his Hollywood work and stars as a calculating, revenge-seeking plastic surgeon following the rape of his daughter. According to the Associated Press, Banderas' performance is among his strongest in recent memory. He again lent his voice to Puss in Boots, this time as the protagonist of the Shrek spin-off prequel, Puss in Boots. This film reunited Banderas with Salma Hayek for the 6th time. In 2015, Banderas starred in the SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water as Burger Beard, the film's main antagonist. In 2018, Banderas starred in the National Geographic Limited series Genius, Picasso, as the noted sculptor and painter Pablo Picasso. For his performance, he received a Primetime Emmy Award, Screen Actors Guild Award, and Golden Globe Award nomination. He also starred in the ensemble drama Life Itself, 2018, which premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival. In 2019, Banderas starred in the Spanish film Pain and Glory, Dolor y Gloria, directed by Pedro Almodóvar. The film centers around an aging film director played by Banderas who has a chronic illness and writer's block as he reflects on his life in flashbacks to his childhood. The film has been described as semi-autobiographical, according to Almodóvar. Antonio Banderas' father, José Domínguez Prieto, passed away on Saturday in Spain after battling an illness for some time. Loved ones said goodbye to the former police chief at the Virgen del Carmen Cemetery in Marbella. He was 87. Well guys, what are your thoughts? Do tell us. Thanks for watching.